All right, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through what it's like to go from PVcase Prospect, or formerly known as Anderson Optimization, to have a shortlisted site selection, bringing that right into Pebble so you can conduct all your marketing, whether it's your mailing, cold calling, texting, right from within the platform. You're going to be able to track for every property record from within the platform as well. Now, a few things to note when you're exporting out of PVcase Prospect. The first one is to turn off all your filters. You want to bring in as much data point as you can about the properties that you have shortlisted. The thing here is you never want to have to ever pull up a spreadsheet ever again, and you now have a source of truth living inside of Pebble that you and your acquisition team can focus on and have communication about within that one platform. The other thing is you do not need to export the image of the property from PVcase Prospect. That is because Pebble will actually find the property image on its own based on the GPS coordinates that was exported by PVcase. Like PVcase Prospect and here at Pebble, we believe in the power of the satellite image on any form of a mailer. This is a huge interrupter, and we see a actual 30% lift in response rates when you're actually using the satellite image. A lot of our templates come with that already, but you can certainly design your own that gets the satellite image automatically. All right, so once you've gone ahead and exported the list of sites that you've shortlisted, you can head right into Pebble. All right, so we're going to actually start on the campaign screen. We're going to make the assumption that you're going to do some form of marketing or outreach to these property owners for you guys to work on your projects. So we'll go ahead and hit Add Campaign. You're just going to give this a name. Let's call it Substation 1 Sport PV Case. All right. You can name it whatever you'd like. Go ahead and select a county. I'll just go ahead and select a random county here. And the next thing you'll want to do is simply drop your CSV spreadsheet. Now, on my list here, this is just for example's sakes, there's only one property, but Pebble is set to scale to handle thousands and even hundreds of thousands of property records that you're going to bring in. Go ahead and just hit upload. Now, the next screen, what's going to happen here is we want to match the column header name to what we call our property fields. Once you've done this once, Pebble will always remember the settings that you have. Now, the great thing about PVcase is you can save templates when you export, so it's always consistent. So when you do export it, you can bring it right into Pebble. Pebble will always know the formatting and then bring that in a couple seconds. But for the first time, you're going to need to do this, right? So I'm going to look for the full name. Then I'm going to look for the parcel number here. And I'm going to do the rest of these here. All right, so I've gone ahead and matched some of the basic column headers to my property fields. Now, you can have as many property fields as you'd like. A couple things I may want to bring in is the name or where the nearest substation is and create that as a property field. So when I pull up the property, I'm going to be able to see where that substation is. Or maybe there is some sort of a price or offer price to acquire that property or what the lease rate might be. I want to bring that all in. Now, again, for example's sake, I've only matched up a few column headers, and one that I want to bring to your attention is the property latitude and longitude. PVcase does give us that information. That's going to help us find the center point of that property, and we're going to print that onto, say, a postcard or a letter or on the envelope as well. You're going to be able to see that. All right. I'll go ahead and import the list. All right, so you can see I've brought in the list. There is the one property. A couple things I want you to make note of. Every property that you bring in, we're going to create what we call a property record page. You can pull this up, view the property, and look at the property from here. The next thing is we've created a code for every single piece of mailer. Now, this code can be printed on the letter so that when they read it back to you, you can pull everything up immediately. All right, and the last thing you'll want to do is simply hit Start Mailing, choose a template, and then start sending that out. That's how easy it is to get your list from PVcase Prospect, or formerly known as Anderson Optimization, right into Pebble to start your outreach campaign.